Hey guys, Matt Chan here with Train for the Win. 20.5 is announced, and honestly, it's the coolest open workout I've seen come out in years. So stoked for this one, okay? Let's talk about it. 40 ring muscle, 80 cal row, 120 wall ball shots using men and women standards with a 20-minute time cap. One thing that's worth noting though, the tie break time is the time of completion for the 80 cal row and the 120 wall ball shots. This is important, especially if you have fewer muscle ups. Okay, this is important. So let's look over here. We're gonna divide this into 4 different levels. Okay, the first level is few or no muscle ups. Okay, so this is like, hey, I can get them from time to time. Let's say you get one in warm up and you're like, okay, cool, today's the day, I'm gonna get a couple in this workout. The way that we recommend doing this one is just get one muscle up. At the start of the workout, just get one muscle up. Practice it in your warm up. Make sure that you get one good transition in warm up and you snap into it. And then start the workout with that one muscle up and then complete 4 rounds of 20 cal row, 30 wall ball shots. Now those 30 wall ball shots don't need to be 30 in a row. It could be 2 by 15 or 3 by 10, no problem. Now, this should actually go through pretty quickly, and then it'll leave you time at the end of it to complete maybe potentially more muscle ups. So let's look at this. Once we've got our one, we're gonna do that 20 cal row. It'll take about a minute. The 30 cal row, the 30 wall ball shots. That'll also take about a minute, but that's only if you're doing it straight. If you do 2 by 15, we recommend about 10 seconds rest between the 2 15 sets. If you do 3 by 10, well then you can rest 5 seconds each time for a total of 15 seconds rest. If you do it that way, you're likely gonna complete this component in 8 minutes plus the time it takes for rest and transition, which we estimate between 2 and 2 minutes and 30 seconds if you follow what I just said. Okay, that means you're done with the rowing and the wall ball shots in roughly 10 and a half minutes. That gives you 9 and a half minutes to get one more muscle up. Remember, your time to break, your tie break time is the time to complete these 2 movements. Get them done fast. Then come back up here and start accumulating more ring muscle ups. That's level 1. Let's take a look at level 2. Okay, so level 2. The level 2 person is somebody that has 5-ish muscle ups for max muscle ups. Some days are 4, some days are 6, but you can generally get that 5 on a regular basis. So we never recommend doing more than 35% of your total max reps in a single set when doing these open workouts. So that comes out to about 2. So if you think about this arrangement and this scheme for the level 2 athlete would be 4 rounds, and throughout this big list, you're doing 10 muscle ups, 20 calories of rowing, and 30 wall ball shots. It looks like a lot, but it's not, because it's 2 muscle ups at a time between each movement. 2 muscle ups, 10 wall ball shots, 2 muscle ups, 10 cal row, 2 muscle ups, 10 wall ball shots, 2 muscle ups, 10 cal row, 2 muscle ups, 10 wall ball shots. And the idea is that you're never over fatiguing any one movement in a single set. So this will be written in our YouTube video notes, so go down there and take a look at this one. But if you break it down, the big problem with this is that if you mess up the transition times, you're gonna be spending so much time resting, and it's gonna blow your time. So I estimated for 5 seconds. Now you could double that if you think you need a little bit more and call it 10 seconds. But when you do 5 seconds at a time between each of these movements, each round is gonna be 50 seconds of rest, each round. That comes out to 3 minutes and 20 seconds of total rest for the entire workout. And if you add up how long these reps will take, it's approximately 8 minutes if you do them all consecutively. That equates to 11 minutes and 20 seconds for a total time on this workout. Now what the hell, I mean, that's amazing. That's why I'm saying, like, with these, it's okay to extend it out to 10 seconds when you need to, especially if you feel like you're gonna miss a muscle up. So extend that out to 20 seconds, and you'll just add on a little time to your total time. That's the level 2. Check the YouTube notes for this to be written down so you can take a closer look at it. Okay, level 3. The level 3 person has a max muscle up of about 15 reps, give or take. Some less would be fine. 8 rounds, 5 muscle ups, 15 wall ball shots, so it's out of order, 10 calorie row at a recovery pace. Let's talk about that. 5 muscle ups takes about 15 seconds, 3 seconds per rep. 15 wall ball shots takes about 30 seconds at 2 minutes or 2 seconds per rep. And what I'm looking for is 10 cal row at a recovery pace where you can drop your heart rate after the wall ball shots. This is super important because if you only have a max rep muscle up of 15, those 5s are gonna add up as you get closer to 5 through 8 rounds. And we want to keep those at 5 if possible. And what that's going to depend on is a nice, easy recovery row where you lower your heart rate and go a bit slower. So that's why I assigned a 45-second time for that 10-calorie row. That equates to about 12 minutes right there without any rest or transition. If you take 5 seconds after the muscle ups to walk over to your wall ball and jump onto the wall ball shots and complete 15, then you're going to look at about 10 seconds as it takes to get onto a rower. After getting off of the rower, you're going to have about 10 seconds. That's 25 seconds of rest per round, which equates to approximately 2 minutes of rest total for the 8 rounds. Add that 2 minutes into your 12 minutes and you got 14 minutes to complete this thing. This is a pretty good option. And actually, when Tree and I were talking about it, that level 2 that I showed you just a second ago, it wasn't super realistic with the 5 seconds because that time actually looked faster. So I actually think that this time is going to be faster if you have the ability to do 5 muscle-ups consistently across 8 rounds. So that's level 3. Let's take a look at level 4. Okay, this is Ninja level 4. You got 5 muscle-ups all day long. Mix and match, whatever the movements are, you can still get 5 muscle-ups pretty consistently. Okay, so if you're that guy, if you're that lady, then do 4 rounds, 5 muscle-ups, 20 wall ball shots, 5 muscle-ups, 20 cal row. The reason I like this scheme is that if you got 5 muscle-ups all day, these 2 separated, you're still getting 10 muscle-ups per round. 20 wall ball shots is kind of a no-brainer for most people at this level. You can get 20 wall ball shots without your heart rate being elevated to the point where you can't recover. Going from 20 wall ball shots to the second set of 5 muscle-ups is going to be difficult, but after that second set of 5, you've got a 20 cal row, which you can take at a moderate pace and complete it in 1 minute. Okay, that's moderate pace for the person that has 5 muscle-ups all day. If you complete it like this, 5, 20, 5, 20, then you've still got wall balls left. So if you complete those 4 rounds, you have, and then you complete, you finish that part, you still have 40 wall balls left. And what you're gonna do is walk over to the wall and then do the 40 reps because it's going to elevate your heart rate much higher than anything else in this workout. But if you're tough enough, you can just hold on to the ball and just keep going, keep going, keep going. So if we look at this, 5 muscle-ups, 15 seconds. 20 wall ball shots, 40 seconds. 15 seconds again for the muscle-ups, 1 minute for the cal row. That puts you at 8:40. 40 wall ball shots done unbroken will take approximately a minute 20 to a minute 30. That puts you at 9 minutes. You're gonna put in some transition and rest time there, and the rest times are estimated at 5 seconds after the muscle-ups, 5 seconds after the wall ball, 10 seconds before the row because it's going to take you some time to get into it. 10 seconds after the row, it's going to take you some time to get out. That's 30 seconds per round. That equates to approximately 2 minutes for the 4 rounds. That puts you at 11 minutes total, including the 120 for the wall ball shots. Okay, so this is like if you're a baller CrossFitter, this is the way you want to go. I think this is probably the fastest way you can complete this thing. And it's going to keep your heart rate a bit lower throughout most of the workout, and then you finish hard. That's the way to go. So guys, I hope you enjoy this one. 20.5 is a pretty rad workout. It really allows all skill levels to play, even though it's got a very complicated high skill gymnastics movement in it at high repetitions. So enjoy it. I know I'm going to, I know my wife is going to, and I know all the Train for the Win community is going to. Be a good representative of the community and cheer some people on afterwards. And hey, the open is over. Good luck.